Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. This past Friday, the Dow Jones Industrial Average tumbled more than 900 points after rallying more than 400 earlier in the day. NASDAQ and S&P 500 did no better. Simply put, it's been Wall Street's worst week since 2008. And what's to blame for all of this? That's right, the coronavirus. It's ruining everything! And it seems rather strange because when the outbreak began, the stock market was showing relative promise. Now it's become the latest victim in this epidemic. I really wish Louis Rukeyser was still with us to try to make sense out of all of this. We could really use his help right now. But more so, what we really could use was a game that would allow us to become traders and stockbrokers to a certain extent for a day, with the same controlled chaos in New York but without all of the numerical data and analysis that boggles the mind sometimes. And I think we found that with this. For the very first time in TSR history, I am reviewing Monopoly. But not just any Monopoly. This is the second edition of Monopoly Empire, where you have an opportunity to own 22 of the world's top brands, which include Candy Crush, Nickelodeon, got your attention there, didn't I? Yahoo! Virgin, either Virgin Mobile or Virgin Airlines, you decide, or Virgin Cinemas, my favorite. Yes, Virgin Cinemas, a movie theater chain branded to Virgin, was a thing over across the pond for a short period of time. Ford, Razor Scooters, Stipe, Heinz Tomato Ketchup, my childhood ketchup, eBay, a brand I know particularly well, Billboard, Polaroid, Wilson, Levi's Jeans, Cat Construction, Guitar Hero Live, Puma, Xbox, woo-woo! Beats by Dr. Dre, Universal Parks and Resorts, which might be the only way you're gonna get part of the action at Universal Orlando or Universal Hollywood. They're both closed. Why? The coronavirus! At least certain parts of the Universal City Walk in Hollywood remain open. Nuff and Transformers, which oddly enough are both properties of Hasbro Gaming. You might as well be buying Hasbro at this point. And saving the best for last, Food Network. God knows how many cookbooks from Food Network and magazines from Food Network I own in this library. And among all the brands featured, this would be at the top of my list, right next to Nickelodeon and Xbox and Universal. Anyway, those are the brands you have the opportunity to own in the second edition of Monopoly Empire, manufactured and produced by Hasbro Gaming in 2016 for 2 to 4 players ages 8 and up. I purchased this for $3.49 and for 25% off. I have never played Monopoly ever in my life, much less purchased any iteration of this legendary fast-dealing property trading game. So for those like me, here is a quick demo on gameplay from TTPM Toy Reviews, our trusted partners in board games.
Players start by choosing a gold token to play with based on world-famous brands. There's a Wilson tennis racket, Puma sneaker, Caterpillar construction truck, Xbox controller, Ford vehicle, and Transformers helmet. Then, just like traditional Monopoly, players take turns rolling the die to move around the board. As they land on brand spaces, they can buy up brands, adding that brand's billboard to their towers. The first player to fill their tower with billboards wins the game. We really like how this game stays true to some of the classic elements of the original game, but also has some fun new features and twists. Instead of collecting $200 when passing go, the amount is determined by the number of billboards on the player's tower. Same goes for the amount of money players must pay rent to brand owners when landing on a space owned by someone else. Another difference? Players cannot go bankrupt in this edition. Instead, they must either return the brand with the billboard highest on their tower to the board or an opponent. The dice have a sneaky swapper option that allows players to switch brands with their opponent if they choose.
So without much delay, let's get right to it. What's inside? Contents, including the game guide, which offers some basic rules, a cheat sheet on how to play, clarified rules and instructions, and of course, more information on all the brands featured. Contents: the game board, 4 towers, 6 brand tokens, 30 billboard tiles, 6 office tiles, 14 chance and empire cards, including 2 super empire cards, a money pack, and 2 dice. Let's have a look at the game board right now, because this game board is just swanky to the nth degree. Look at that. I also want you to pay attention to all of the brands circling the board. Look at these brands. You saw them all on the box, but having an opportunity to pretend to own any of these brands? Are you kidding me? I think we might start a new trend around here where we buy Monopoly games. Because they too are connected to pop culture. They are a part of pop culture, really. That's an awesome looking game board. And now, for the other components in this game, we have the money pack. Right over here in increments of $100, $50, and $500. We have the billboard tiles and towers. Towers on the left and tiles on the right. And tiles, by the way, are shallow buried under the chance and empire cards. Chance cards are yellow and empire cards are blue. For example, private jet trip. Move forward up to 5 spaces. You keep this card secret and you play it on your turn. And a chance card, water bonus. Take a free Waterworks billboard and add it to your tower. If none are available, do nothing. These are the tiles. Have a look at them all. Just grab a handful here. So what do we got? You got Universal Parks and Resorts, a Comcast company. Come on now. Close up. Quality. There you go. Universal Parks and Resorts. Oh man, that'd be awesome. We got Heinz tomato ketchup. You can see that better, hopefully. Well, you get the gist of it, right? I grew up with that ketchup. Food Network. Man, I want to own this brand so bad. You have Beats by Dr. Dre. Also an excellent choice. How about Xbox? I would like to own this brand too. Cat Construction. By the way, we're going to talk about the tokens and how meticulously detailed they are. Wilson. We have Virgin. Red, by the way, is my favorite color, so I wouldn't mind owning this one too. I don't want this to fall. Guitar Hero Live and Candy Crush. Just to name a few. Those are the tiles. Now let's have a look at the player tokens. Transformers. This is an Autobot. Does it look like an Autobot or look like a Decepticon? Anyway. Look at it close up. Each player token is so meticulously crafted and detailed that they could almost stand for the real thing if you shrunk down to the size of an ant. This is your Wilson tennis racket. There is a cat construction toy right here. One of these scoopers. Although, the token I'm most fond of is this Ford. If you see really up close like here, I know it's hard to see it, but if you have a look on the front of the grill, you can see that it's a Ford Mustang. Not just any Ford token, it's a Mustang token. Yes, it's stationary. But man, their attention to detail in crafting these player tokens, in gold by the way, is something to be marveled. That's a Puma sneaker by the way. And this is an Xbox controller. Have a look at the attention to detail in here. I know it's hard to see the details, but look at that. If this is all 24 karat gold, then you know what? I'm going to be buying more Monopoly games from here on out. And as for this, well, these are 2 discard cards. What purpose they serve, I don't know. I'll have to read the game guide. But that is Monopoly Empire. And if you're having deja vu vibes, Well, I don't blame you because I'm having them too. Actually, more of nostalgic deja vu vibes. Because, as I said, this was the second edition of Monopoly Empire. The first version featured among the brands you can own Paramount. Take a look. Have a look at this. This is Monopoly Empire. Now, I'm not a Monopoly fan, but I just wanted to show this because it is pop culture related, especially if you look over here at the Paramount Mountain logo. Mountain of Stars. Now I feel like an idiot for not scooping that up immediately. But then again, I wasn't really big on Monopoly. With these brands, I am now. Build your empire by buying the world's top brands. Buy brands for your empire tower. Steal and trade. Take over brands with empire cards, including 2 super empire cards. First to the top wins. With all of you getting in here, I feel less bad about missing out on the first edition of Monopoly Empire. Next time though, it will not get away. I mean, it included Paramount among the brands you can own. Who wouldn't want a chance to take exclusive ownership, or in this case, pretend to take exclusive ownership, of the oldest film studio in Hollywood. One of the oldest, and the only one that's still in Hollywood. I know I want to take that chance. 5 out of 5 for this one, and I assume for the first one. It will not get away the next time I see it, and that is a promise. In the meantime, to make up for that loss, I have another Monopoly game purchased for a different price, but for the same discount. You ready for this? The .com edition. Manufactured and produced in 2000 during the era of the .com boom. Since we're going to be doing a lot of internet surfing for the foreseeable future, if you have this on hand, pour it out and come back to the channel in the future so we can both see it together. Speaking of Paramount, here's another bit of coronavirus related news that really makes my blood boil. As you know, Viacom CBS owns Paramount and CBS. I know it's kind of weird to say Viacom CBS, but that's the merger. That's what we're going with. CBS was supposed to film a pilot for a political drama called Ways and Means in New York, which stars Patrick Dempsey of Grey's Anatomy and, get ready for this, Troyan Bellisario of Pretty Little Liars. You know that I am in love with her. As you know, because of this coronavirus, filming is postponed. A lot of Hollywood productions have been postponed or shut down, including Riverdale. And speaking of Riverdale, as ashamed as I am to say it, I'm keeping my eyes peeled for that Monopoly game. Yes, there is a Riverdale iteration of Monopoly, and if and when I find it at the thrift store, we just might take a trip to Riverdale, New Jersey. Yes, there is such a thing as a Riverdale borough in New Jersey. Riverdale Township. Anyway, you have no idea how mad it makes me knowing that I'm just a simple bus ride away from meeting or attempting to meet the love of my life, the actress who I love the most. And I can't do a darn thing about it. Why? Because of the coronavirus. Troy, and if by some chance you're watching this, I don't want to do you a disservice or make myself look like a fool. So you stay put and take care of yourself, sweetie. Everyone who's been affected by this coronavirus, hang in there. We're all in this together. Besides, it gives us a great opportunity to play board games, including awesome ones like these. I might as well play this just to wallow in my sorrows. Screw you, coronavirus, for preventing me from trying to meet my angel. Thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on the thrift side, and this is the one and only case where monopolizing brands is an awesome investment of your time and money.